Hallo und willkommen. Ich bin Meister Lenze and you're watching Get Germanized, everything you need to know about Düsseldorf.
I am bored. What should I do?
Ich weiß.
Me and my friends recently visited Düsseldorf for the Japan Day, the Japan-Tag, an annual celebration of the Japanese culture in Düsseldorf, and I thought to myself, well, you could use that material that I filmed there and make a facts video for everyone who wants to know more about the city itself. So I'd say let's get started right away. Düsseldorf, or often Dusseldorf in English sources, is the capital city of the German state of Nordrhein-Westphalia, also known as Nordrhein-Westfalen in German, and is the 7th most populated city in Germany. Düsseldorf is of course an international business and financial center with many fashion and trade fairs. Düsseldorf is also known for its Academy of Fine Arts, its pioneering influence on electronic and experimental music, and its Japanese community, like I mentioned before. On the River Rhine, Düsseldorf holds Rhenish carnival celebrations every year in February and March. It is one of the central cities of the Rhine-Ruhr metropolitan area. Mercer's 2012 Quality of Living survey ranked Düsseldorf the 6th most livable city in the world. Düsseldorf lies at the center of the Lower Rhine basin, where the delta of the Düssel flows into the Rhine. The city lies on the east side of the Rhine, except District 4, Oberkassel, Niederkassel, Herd and Löhrig. Across the Rhine, the city of Neuss stands on the delta of the Erft. The highest point in Düsseldorf is the top of the Sandberg, in the far eastern part of the city, at 165 meters or 541 feet. The lowest point is at the far northern end, in Wittlaer Borough, where the Schwarzbach enters the Rhine, with an average elevation of 28 meters or 92 feet. Like the rest of the lower Rhineland, Düsseldorf experiences moderate winters with little snowfall and mild to warm summers. The average annual temperature is 10.6 degrees Celsius or 51 degrees Fahrenheit. As of December 2015, the population was 612,178 within the city boundaries of Düsseldorf. At that point, Düsseldorf was Germany's 7th largest city. Its population surpassed the threshold of 100,000 inhabitants during the height of industrialization in 1882 and peaked at just over 705,000 in 1962. The city then began to lose residents, with many moving into neighboring cities. However, since the late 1990s, the city's population has been slowly rising again. A total of 109,883 of Düsseldorf's population are foreigners, the majority of whom come from within Europe. The largest national minorities are Turks, Greeks and Poles. Düsseldorf and its surroundings have the 3rd largest Japanese community in Europe and the largest in Germany, with about 11,000 people. Düsseldorf has the 3rd largest Jewish community in Germany, with about 7,600 members. Now for some more casual facts about Düsseldorf. First off, the Kö is the common short name for Königsallee. It's the central boulevard in Düsseldorf. While the western part of the street is quite boring, the eastern part is said to be the one to be on if you want to go shopping for luxury items. It's the Champs-Élysées or Sloane Street of Nordrhein-Westfalen. More recently, brands of a more affordable price segment settled down there, such as H&M, Zara or Esprit. Next up, you know Düsseldorf's most famous beer, the Alt? Alt is actually German and means old, but it's also just another term for Altbier, old beer. It's your Düsseldorf sort of top fermenting beer, and you might get in touch with it very soon or might have already. You can do so in one of Düsseldorf's many brewery pubs. Cologne is Düsseldorf's rival city. It's close, bigger and a lot more popular than Düsseldorf, and that's just one of the reasons why the two cities don't get on well. In fact, they kind of hate each other. Other reasons include rival football and ice hockey clubs, mostly in the lower leagues recently. Only Köln has a team in the first Bundesliga at the moment. Another fact that the Düsseldorfers surely don't like. On the other hand, Köln got a shock when they didn't become the capital city of the state, let alone Germany after World War II. Düsseldorf instead became the capital of the state they are both located in. So what do you think? Which city is better, Köln or Düsseldorf? Next up, fashion. Fashion plays a big role in Düsseldorf. No other German city is as successful when it comes to this industry. Düsseldorf hosts one of the biggest fashion fairs in Europe, the collections Premieren Düsseldorf. More than 600 showrooms are located in the capital of NRW. Düsseldorf, the advertising city. About 400 advertising agencies are based here, including international agencies as well as 3 of the largest agencies in Germany. The longest bar in the world, Düsseldorf's Altstadt, the Old Town, comprises over 300 bars and clubs in a very small area. One of the reasons Düsseldorf became the capital of Nordrhein-Westphalia after World War II is that it was one of the least destroyed cities. Düsseldorf was and is the home of many musicians, such as Robert and Clara Schumann, Felix Mendelssohn, Bertoldi and Johannes Brahms, as well as the modern bands of Kraftwerk, Die Toten Hosen and Marius Müller-Westerhagen. Düsseldorf is the cartwheel city. The Wheels of Joy play an important role in the city's history. In 1288, when Düsseldorf won the Battle of Worringen and received the town charter, children did Wheels of Joy. Even today, when you are strolling through the old town, children will sometimes offer to do cartwheels for 1 or 2 coins. And there is even an annual cartwheeling tournament. My personal opinion of Düsseldorf is that I enjoy it quite a bit, just because, well, my friends, or some of my friends live there. My Japanese friend Yasuo, for example, that I met in Tokyo in 2016. He works for a Japanese company there. And well, we visit him on occasion, and of course also get to enjoy all the Japanese food and the Japanese architecture that is in Düsseldorf. I think Düsseldorf is actually one of the biggest Japanese colonies in Germany, and since I am a big fan of Japanese culture, I greatly enjoy my visits there. Düsseldorf is also the host of many conventions, anime and manga conventions, for example, so if you're into that, definitely check it out. And the food that you can find everywhere around Düsseldorf, or especially in the Immermannstraße, the Japanese food there is delicious. So if you're into Japanese cuisine, give it a try. So what do you think about Düsseldorf? Do you like the city? What don't you like about the city? Which cities do you like better? Or do you think Düsseldorf is top of the line? Let me know in the comments. Give a like if you haven't yet. Subscribe. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to get Germanized. Goodbye and auf Wiedersehen.